All right. Good morning, everybody. And I hope everybody's doing well. We are still have, I don't know what the issue is with the show, but there's always some kind of audio issue. And this morning, the software had my microphone muted, even though I had it unmuted. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. And
No,
so it's
no.
Friday morning, and we are here for our coffee chat. I'm not
Well,
really sure what we're going to talk
I got a
about.
really good chat today because
Okay,
I
good.
did.
Because I'm like, what are we going to talk about today?
No, I know what I'm going to talk about because yesterday was absolutely beautiful. It was 71 degrees here. I mean, I was out in the yard. Baby and I've been playing out in the yard. I mean, I've been doing gardening and getting things back into a normal. And I left him out last night, totally forgot about him. And it was one of the worst storms we've ever had. He'd been out on the storm. Talk about being a bad mother. I felt so bad because this morning when I woke up, because I went to bed real early and it must have been horrible because I missed it. So when I woke up this morning, I heard this, and I thought, oh my God, I left him out. He was so glad to see me. He was like, "Don't you ever leave me out there like that again." I mean, he's never. And I used to tell him, "See, there we have stray cats." And I said, "See, baby, you're so blessed to have me." And I said, "You look." And now he really did. I mean, I felt so bad. And so, but he was so glad to see me. He loved on me. He kissed on me. He's laid by me because he thought, it's a good experience because he thought that woman was right. I have never gone through, I've watched these stray cats out here in the snow, in the weather, and he's never, and I would say to him, see how blessed you are, buddy. You can sit right here on your little tree, cat tree, and you watch everybody. And I said, you seen those cats? I don't know what's going on.
So you saw the cats and
Oh my God, yeah, we just, we have a beautiful cat. He's yellow, tabby, and then we got a gray and white one. I mean, we've got black ones, we got white ones. They come through all the time because of baby. They'll smell baby, and we have possums and we have raccoons. I have a big raccoon that comes over to visit every day at night. So, and it's because I give them a lot. I give things out there. I mean, also I've got a garden, so I've got a compost, and they'll go in and get the compost. And they dig up my potatoes that I haven't pulled them all out. So they've been given a lot of food. Now, baby doesn't buy into all of that, but now he was scared shitless this morning when I opened that door. He was like, giving it out. And he was giving me down the road. Let me tell you. And then I was feeling guilty. And I thought, oh my God, I'm glad I didn't have children. I could have left them out there.
so it was just a rainstorm.
Oh, let me tell you, I heard it, but it was the weirdest thing because even my next door neighbor contacted me from text and said, this is going to be a bad one. And he's never done that ever. And we've had some really bad ones. I heard it first time I heard the rumbling of the thunder it was deafening. And you can feel the energy underneath the earth coming up underneath the house. I haven't heard that in a long, long, long time. So yeah, it was a bad one. But I looked out in the yard and I don't have a lot of damage. So and see, I picked up all of the sticks and I mean, I was cleaning yesterday on the yard. I pulled
Mhm.
everything out, and I mean, I'm in my element when I'm out in the yard.
Okay. Okay. No, I know you love being in your yard. I was just laughing at baby just in there. The poor cat. So
What is that?
what's what?
I just
Because
lost you.
you were freezing on me.
Yeah, what is that all about?
Well, it's
Is that
internet
me?
connection.
Is that you? Or
It's internet connection issues, and I don't know why it's like that, but it's the internet's going in and out. But I was just laughing about baby.
oh, he was giving me down the road. I mean, he was when I opened up the door because I heard it this morning, and and I thought, what in the? And I thought, oh my God! So I opened it up, and he is. And I said, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But he's now fine. He's fine. He just
Well,
left. But I mean, gosh, I couldn't believe I did that. But you're not used to him being out because it's been so cold. And yesterday, 71 degrees. Oh, and it started out in 50s and then it went up to 60s and then yesterday it was now we're supposed to go down to 20.
Hmm.
This is not fun in Kentucky now. That's what's bad about Kentucky, because you could be having 80 degrees and then turn right around and be 30. So
Right.
this is what spring for us is, and if we know what it is, spring is really the new year is April, June, March, and April. So yeah.
Good morning, Ricky.
Good
So,
morning. I am so sorry. But you ought to see my grass. My grass is as green can be. It's emerald. It is beautiful. I mean, I sit here and I can't wait to get into my hands and get the dirt in my hand. I love gardening. I love being out. But no. And then with baby, oh my God, I felt so bad. But I
well,
did.
my day was good yesterday too. I had that interview,
Mm-hmm.
and Michelle said it's wet in the res. So it's wet in the res. I forgot that I never think about raining in the desert.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does
So
rain. It rains and it gets cold and everything else. Absolutely. Who was
yeah, so I had that interview, and then I had a bunch of other things. But I stayed up late last night until like over past 2 o'clock, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was watching the show that I watch called Young Royals, and for the past few months I haven't watched hardly any Netflix or anything because I've been way too busy to do that. But last night I was like, nope, I'm gonna just sit here and relax. And what ended up happening? I literally woke up a minute before we started our show.
you know let me
Mm, she's gone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I guess her internet's going out. Usually it's mine every week, but anyways, so some of the things that I was going to chat about this week was highest and best good. So there's this term in the spiritual community that's always given out called highest and best good. We want to ask for the highest and best good, and we always, we the thing I wanted to chat about with that on that is that the highest and best good doesn't always mean happy or the easiest path. We want to ask for easy, but we have to start letting go of old patterns in order to go down that path. So that's kind of sometimes a little bit of a trouble for us. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know what, but it did come out. It might be my internet too. But
I think it's yours because it's like you completely froze out.
yeah,
So
well, and also with what went on last night, there's been a lot of damage in Kentucky through all of this. I mean, this was a real, very wild, crazy night. And it only lasted probably 45 minutes, but it was very, very bad.
it's 45 minute storm. So was there
There was
uh,
wind. Oh, I mean, massive wind. We had hail. They were concerned that we were going to have tornadoes last night.
that's what I was going to ask if they had tornadoes.
Yeah.
Speaking of tornadoes, did you know the movie Twister is being rebooted?
Yes, I saw that.
Me and Damien were laughing. I was like, they've done that one. He goes, Jared, there's no more new movies. They just are recycling the
And
old
they
ones.
are. And I agree. I started watching about a lot of old movies, and then you'll see the new, what they've retaken back out of them. And I'm thinking, this is the same thing,
Yeah.
same identical thing.
Which is sad because how many millions of books do we have throughout history that they could write a movie about?
But they don't want
Um,
to. They don't want truth. They
yeah.
want drama.
Hmm.
And then when you really look at some of the things they've done, they reversed them around, changed them back, and then you'll see, but it's the same kind of thing. Remember when they had the writers, all the writers, protested? Well, that's one reason why, because they don't have any good writers anymore.
Well, that's because they got pissed because they're using other means that are not them
Yeah,
or copywriting their stuff or
haven't you seen? I noticed this the other day. There's some actors that don't look like the actors that I knew. They don't look the same. And their eyes are different. I don't know how to explain it, but they're it's something in their eyes. I see it and I think, I've noticed that more and more because you start more and more. Okay, baby. Baby's right here by me because he wants to make sure that I'm right here. Not going to let him go anywhere.
Ask if he wants to go outside.
Oh, I did this morning. I said, "You want to go back outside?" Because I used to let him go out in the early mornings, and I'll pick him back up, 15 or 20 minutes. And I said, "You want to go back out?" No. So he's right next to me now. So
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
well, I felt like I was in trouble because I felt so bad. I felt really, really bad. Um, I've only done that a couple times with him, but I didn't keep him out all night like that. So yeah, he's what he in
Well, now it's me.
my
My
internet
internet
then.
then.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
This is not a good day for this. There it is. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Are you off again? I'm not hearing you. You're gone.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
This
I don't know what's going on. The StreamYard uses a lot of bandwidth, but this is kind of over the top. It's been, especially the past few weeks, it's been every time we get on, it's been bad. And I've got to
well,
be on a Tuesday night too on StreamYard.
uh, well,
So
I really do think frequencies have changed. And also, when we did this change, that kicked my butt with this new change. It has never bothered me like this, but it has really bothered me this time. And there's other people that are saying the same thing. This has been really hard on us. So,
okay.
yeah, because
Well,
I've been getting up at 5 o'clock. Well, it's really 6 o'clock now. And by the time I get up and it's already 9 o'clock. And I'm thinking, where's all the time?
so you're not getting up at 3 and doing the this day?
Yeah, I'm doing this day. I do this day every day. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, do this day, and then go back to bed.
I know. I know. I was just saying because you used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do this day, and then
Yeah, and then go back to bed.
yeah.
That's what I do. Sometimes if I have something that really, because like I said, I'm really I only do three statements, or sentences, very small to do this day because most people today they can't intervene with all of that reading. People don't read like that because we've been so programmed we can't. It's hard. It's even difficult for me, but I did have two strokes. So I have some reasons to do that.
So my friend is in Egypt right now,
Hmm.
and she's doing all these tour. She's inside. She showed all these pictures of inside
Oh, the
the
tomb.
pyramid, and yeah, it's really cool. And I was like, I never really thought
I
about
didn't
it
think
that
you
way.
could do that. I didn't think you could take pictures.
She's got yeah, in here. She's
Well,
inside.
when I've seen those kind, but I didn't know you could. Oh, look what they've done. Can you imagine that would give you? I'm claustrophobic. That would probably just take me right to the edge right there. I can't do Mammoth Cave very well.
Oh, I'd totally be inside of this cave.
Oh, well, then you need to come on up here and we go to Mammoth Cave.
I've been to Mammoth Cave.
Have you been to Mammoth Cave?
When I was about 10 years old. Yeah,
Well, you need to go to Mammoth Cave as the way you are now.
yeah. This looks kind of cool too. I don't know where this is at. This- yeah, well, this is gorgeous.
It is. Well, I don't see you. There it is. Now it's back. Yeah, my daddy loved Mammoth Cave. That's what his big deal was. But there's this place in Mammoth Cave that's Fat Man's Misery. And I used to worry about my father getting stuck in there with me.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and when I gave I took my students. There was three groups of us, and we got stuck in Fat Man's Misery. I was in the back, and the other teachers were up front because we had this huge. And I felt like I was going to lose it. I kept saying, "We need to move on. We need to move on." I was freaked out. So yeah, I don't like that. I'm claustrophobic, and the reason why I'm claustrophobic is when I was at Midway Junior College, and it was an all girls school. They locked me in a refrigerator storage. That's where we had a big refrigerator, and we had all the vegetables and everything in there. And they locked me in one night.
Oh wow.
And they found me. I mean, the girls thought it was funny, but they found me in the corner. You talk about PTSD? Yeah, damn right. It scared the hell out of me.
How long did they leave you in there overnight? Or
Probably 15 minutes, but it felt like 100 years.
oh wow.
It was enough to scare the hell out of me. Well, I did that Midway Junior College. There was a lot of ghosts there, and see, I could see ghosts, so I freak people out all the time because I'd say, "Did you just see that?" I mean, you like go down the hallway, and they go, "I didn't see it." I said, "I did. I watched a woman with a lantern go all the way down." This is in the 1800s. Okay, this school was brought in by the train of children all over the world when we had World War II. They were
Hmm.
the trained children. And a lot of Germans, a lot of people in Europe brought their children here to be safe. Did you know that?
I knew that they sent their children off to other places. Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on today, but this has
I
been
don't know what's going on with this.
your internet. That's the internet's fading in and out.
Well,
So
it's got to be from that storm, Jeremy, because the storm, I mean, I'm hearing, well, I'm watching the news and it was bad. I mean,
okay.
we didn't get it. I mean, I felt it, but it was not like what they're saying. I mean, a lot of people got really slammed in this. So yeah.
Yeah.
But when you go from 71 down to 30, that's bad. That's a
Yeah.
frequency beyond. So,
Well, I went back to that house yesterday, and it feels so much better than it did last week.
that's
I
what you
was,
said. Well, and it
yeah,
usually does. You clear things up because you bring your frequency in.
yeah, and I've been kind of arcing over and sending more energy there because that little girl was. I say little girl. She wasn't a little girl. She was an adult woman, but um, she
But
was
you can
scared.
feel the little girl in her.
Well, no, I mean she's young for me.
Yeah, but I mean, did you could feel her fear?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And I just felt bad for her. That's not a fun feeling to feel like you're helpless. So
oh, I know. And a
um,
lot of people feel that. They
well,
bring it.
especially right now. I mean, there's a lot of things happening where they don't feel empowered. They feel very like they don't have anything that they can do. Even people you and I worked with for many years to tell me things. They're like, "Well, there's nothing I can do," and I'm like, "Of course there is. You can pray."
Yeah,
And speaking of which, Michelle's on. She does morning prayers for people every day. So I mean, it's one of those things where you can get a prayer group going. I mean, you've done that where we've had hurricanes coming into Florida,
oh my
and
gosh, yes. And we
so
have changed it.
yeah,
That's why I know we can change things. We need to real. This is what I think we need to
Hmm.
realize: empower people that they can change. It's not about working out. If you just do it with inside yourself, if you change inside, you change everything outside of you. So
yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So there's just a lot of things that we can do. But if I start work, we're going to be having to record these and then put them on Friday morning, which is okay. It might be better for the internet.
It might be, but that'll be fine. If it's meant to be, it'll be whatever it is supposed to be.
Yeah,
I don't worry
yeah,
about any of that stuff anymore.
yeah. So I know that we've got people watching, and just wanted to say thank you. I know a few of you watch every week, and we really appreciate you coming on and watching us. And I know some of you guys watching recordings, and so um, anyways, thanks for doing that. It's been actually a lot of fun doing this show on Friday mornings. It kind of gives me a good start to my Friday morning.
Mhm. Well, and I like it because I'm in my pajamas. I'm relaxed. I don't have to get makeup or anything because you know how I don't like to do all of that anyway.
that that was what we giggled about when we first came up with this idea. We were like, we can be in our pajamas and
Yeah, because
our
I used to
coffee.
well, don't you remember I used to do a lot of radio in my pajamas? And you would
Oh,
used to call me and say, "Are you in your red robe?" I said, "Yes, I am."
well, yeah, especially with Blog Talk because they can't see you.
Yeah, they couldn't see me at all. I love that part.
I remember when I first started recording for video, and I'd have people come on camera, and they'd be like, "Oh, we're on camera." I'm like, "Yeah." They'll be, "Give me like 5 minutes," and they would literally run and put clothes on. It was so funny, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
well, everybody, I'll just wrap up with this thought that the highest and best good I was talking about a little earlier is not hi, good morning, Elias. The highest and best good sometimes takes us on a path that we need to go on
Mm-hmm.
in order to help us awaken to who we are and
Exactly.
on a deeper level. So just because you're going through a hard time doesn't mean this, the old saying, this too shall pass, always kind of gets, you always get through it. There's
Mm,
always a time. Just start asking for the highest and best good and make it easy. And then it makes it easier as you're going through whatever it is you're going through. Or I've asked for God's help. It's okay to ask for help.
mm-hmm.
And so that's one thing that we don't do enough of is ask for help and then be grateful of the help that you get.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot involved when it comes to that. So yeah. Anything you want to wrap up with? Any thoughts about?
It's getting ready. I mean, we are getting ready to go into spring. And so, if everybody would have a fresh thought, just let everything go from the winter and brush it all out and let's start fresh. Just start fresh. Good morning, everyone. That whoever that was, I don't know who that was.
Oh, it's Elias.
Is it
Elias
Elias?
Potsdam.
Well,
Yeah.
yes. And just to really have a new beginning. This is what spring is about, a new beginning. So let's just brush everything out of the winter and let's really start fresh. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, everybody, and be grateful for the time that we've had for this downtime during the winter, because that's what it is. It is, especially when you're up north. I remember we didn't do much in the winter except for
No,
we played games, and I'd of course be forced to do my homework when I was a kid, and that wasn't my favorite thing in the world to do. But we played games together and do all that kind of stuff. And then the spring came, and then you were outside,
yes.
and my grandmother was in her
Fresh.
garden, and
Yeah.
so. But anyhow, I think now it's both of us freezing or one of us freezing. I don't know what happened. So, um,
What? And
and
she won't.
but anyways, I think we're wrapped up here, and I'm gonna jump off because we're to keep on going in and out as far as
I
the
know.
internet. So,
Well, everybody, thank you. Have a great weekend.
all right, much love, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.